Suddenly, the scribes and Pharisees dragged in a woman, caught in the very act of adultery. They threw her before him and said, "Teacher, this woman was caught in sin. The law of Moses says she should be stoned. But what do you say?" This was not about justice. They were using her shame to trap Jesus. If he said, "Stone her," he would defy Roman law. If he said, "Let her go," he would deny the law of Moses. It was a cruel trap, and a crueler scene, a woman, broken and humiliated, standing surrounded by men with stones in their hands. No compassion. No mercy. Just condemnation, and Jesus? He said nothing. He stooped down and began to write on the ground with his finger. The accusers pressed him again, demanding an answer. Then Jesus stood up and said quietly, "Let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her." Silence. One by one, they dropped their stones, from the oldest to the youngest, until no one was left. As each saw his sin exposed before the eyes of holiness, the stones slipped from trembling hands. Finally, Jesus was left alone with the woman. Soon, only Jesus and the woman were left, the lawgiver standing before the lawbreaker. He looked at her and said, "Woman, where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you?" She whispered, "No one, Lord." And Jesus replied, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." In that moment, mercy triumphed over judgment. Yes, Jesus could have condemned her. He was the only one without sin, the only one qualified to cast the stone. If he had chosen justice alone, he would have been right to do so, for the law demanded death. But instead, he chose grace. Because grace doesn't ignore sin, it overcomes it. He didn't say, "Your sin doesn't matter." He said, "Don't do it anymore." Forgiveness came first, and then the call to change followed, and that's our story too. Because each of us has stood in that woman's place, exposed, guilty, ashamed, and yet, the same voice that spoke to her still speaks to us today. "I do not condemn you. Go and sin no more." We can stand before a holy God only because mercy found us. The cross became the place where justice and love met, where our Savior took the stones meant for us. So when you think of that woman, remember, her story is our story, forgiven, not because we were innocent, but because Jesus chose compassion over condemnation.